I'm Addi Duranski. I was the class of 2021 here at Columbus High. I go to Nebraska Wesleyan University in Lincoln, and I'm majoring in biology and minoring in psychology and chemistry. So for graduation, when we graduated high school, we were still in the masking phase, and right when we're about to walk out in front of the crowd, Chapman tells us to pull off our masks, and so that was just super great to see that and get that normalcy back for that final event of high school, kind of. And then over the summer, I tried to just get some money ready for college, entered college. That was very nerve-wracking because it's a new place, you don't know anybody, new environment, you're living on your own. So it took a little while to get comfortable and kind of find your people, but by October, November, you get into a bit of a groove and you're used to classes, you're used to the schedule. And then it kind of just surfed through and it went really, really quick, almost quicker than I felt like high school went. It just went by in a snap, and then I came home like 2 weeks ago. In high school, that would have been volleyball, basketball, and tennis. I was in CHS 101, Student Council, and National Honor Society. Just getting used to those classes that were like 5.0 or advanced classes that you were trying to get credit for because they were a little bit more of a higher caliber, but I think that really prepared me for college. So just getting adjusted to those types of classes really helped. So I picked Nebraska Wesleyan because I was able to do tennis and softball there. It's a D3 school. So it's fairly small. I think we're about the size of Columbus High School, so about 300, 400 in the graduating class. I really like the small environment of it all. It's only like 5 blocks long. It's not that big, and it has a great science department, which I knew I wanted to go into. I feel like high school, you're just super comfortable with everyone. You kind of know what you're expecting when you go into it. It's the same thing every day, same classes, same time frame. You know all the activities you're involved in. College is a bit different in the aspect that like you have different class times every day. You only have 4 hours of classes. It's a lot more class time, and then you have homework outside of class rather than in high school is kind of all built in. And then like for sports, you have different practice times, different schedules, that type of thing. So just probably the long schedule versus the 4 hours a day. I probably do not miss the 8 hours of school and the going home and like being dependent on your parents. I do like the new independent way you live in college, and it really like makes you feel older, makes you feel like an adult. Like there's some adult things I do and I'm like, oh my gosh, I never would have done this in high school. It really makes you feel mature and a lot different. Like not that I didn't like spending time with my parents and stuff, but just growing up, it feels different and feels good. I do miss like how comfortable high school was. Like I felt by senior year, I kind of knew everyone. I had a lot of friends, people I could just go up and talk to all the time. I do miss high school sports a little, like just the memories I have are always gonna be with me, so yeah. Well, I did do tennis in high school, so that always helps prepare me for tennis in college, but I think Columbus High did a great job just trying to get people involved and having things for everyone to do, because in college they have activity fairs and involvement center where you want to get involved and they want you to get involved. So I think Columbus High did a great job of making you feel involved and getting you involved early, so then you feel like you want to get involved in college. So I am in SAC, which is Student Athletic Advisory Committee. So that's through our like conference teams, and every conference school has a SAC program. So I'm in that, and we kind of organize athletic events and kind of bring awareness to student athlete type things. And then I'm in psych club and pre-health club. I think the academic department at CHS is just wonderful. Like, it may not feel like it when you're in high school, but I really felt prepared, and like the writing program we have here and being able to take the AP Lit classes, the CCC classes, they really helped you prepare. Like, I felt super confident going in, and like not comparing myself to others, but like seeing all the writing styles, like I could tell we knew how to format papers, and that is something that some people really don't know how to do in college. I felt that the science department with all the different classes, and Miss Coop and her anatomy and advanced honors biology, like those classes really helped. So I think CHS does a great job of getting a mix of classes in that really felt prepared for college. So I am an aspiring genetic counselor. So that isn't a program through UNMC. It's not technically pre-med because it doesn't go 4 years at UNMC, but it's a 5-semester program. So I am planning to try to apply to that. It's not, I don't have to do it through UNMC, but just any med school has that, or most of them. So a genetic counselor. So I kind of like to compare it to occupational therapy, if you know what that is. So I will be in working with like different doctors in their office places and kind of working with different patients. And then there's different fields of genetic counseling. So I could work with cancer patients, and then I'll just look at their DNA, genetics, chromosomes, and kind of if they're wanting to have a baby, are pregnant now, are worried about if this is going to be transferable type of disease work. So just kind of getting that all taken care of. So I'll be working with doctors in their offices and with other patients. Yeah, it's a little complicated. It's a fairly new career path. So like I know the genetic counseling program at UNMC just got established like 3 or 4 years ago. So in high school, I usually tried to do more of the little assignments and get that done in school. It was nice. Like my senior year, I had off period for college classes sometimes because that only occurred 2 times a week. So that was really nice to get a lot of stuff done. And then specifically junior year with physics and psychology, I would study for tests, and I would start preparing a week and a half ahead of time and just going through different assignments or making flashcards. Quizlet, lifesaver. In college, I did more, so we used Canvas instead of Google Chrome and Google Classroom stuff. So that was like discussion boards we had to write, and just different types of assignments, which took some getting used to. But overall, it was basically the same type of things. Since you get a syllabus and you know what the semester looks like, it's really easy to start preparing early. So I just would start kind of redoing assignments and redoing problems so I could break it down more and understand it better. And then a lot of teachers have office hours, which are outside of class time, so take advantage of those. Go ask questions if you have them. I think it really helped me with time management and being able to do everything and being able to get involved easier. Like I felt like if I wasn't involved in college, I was going to be too bored. And so I think just both sports and the 3 or 4 clubs I'm in just really kept me busy, which in high school, that's what also happened, is like it kept me busy, it kept me involved, it kept me supporting the school and being kind of like a mascot of sorts of like the school, like athletes representation. So I would just make sure like you kind of find your fit. If you're not feeling the college, look at other stuff, look at other options, get involved. So find your fit with involvement, get involved in certain activities and really work your way up the chain of command in those activities, because a lot of careers and if you're going pre-med or like different routes, like they like to see you getting higher up in those types of activities and involvement. So just really find your fit and then go with it.